if we're saying that these builders can build more homes at a high price that no workforce person can get into, why are we adopting this at all?
Less affordable housing is coming to St. Johns County. Amy Cherry has our top story.
Commissioners voted to reduce the number of workforce housing units a developer must build in a given community from 40 to 30%. Commissioners also discussed raising the price of workforce housing from $240,000 to $260,000 per home. Commissioner Krista Joseph argued,
You have to make $60,000 to $70,000 a year, and that's not having a car payment or anything else, and $55,000 is for the police officers, and $52,000 for KHE, and the firemen make between $48,000 and $50,000. And I called the school board, and their prices, the amount of money they make for salaries between $45,000 and $48,000. They can't buy these houses.
Commissioner Henry Dean and Joseph then debated the issue.
This proposal is what I'd call a good first step
For the home builder.
But one of the reasons we have 5 commissioners instead of 1 is that we have the ability to disagree and express our policy.
No, I understand that, but I'm here for the people of St. Johns County that needs a home and they want to work here. And they're firemen, they're teachers, and they're policemen.
Well, if we take a much lower number for the price point and we have a much higher percentage for the amount of homes that have to be at that price point, the affordable housing program will have 0 homes. 0. We are trying to hit that sweet spot where the developers will participate but still afford the opportunity for someone to purchase an affordable home.
The Commission will dive into the price of workforce housing and income restrictions at its next meeting Tuesday. With St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Amy Cherry.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. An innovative education campus for health sciences is growing.
The leading university in rehabilitative education, University of St. Augustine for Health Sciences, is building a new state-of-the-art campus in St. Augustine. The groundbreaking ceremony was held Monday. More from Stephanie Furlow Morris, CFO and Senior Vice President of Campus Operations.
We are moving our location from one university place in St. Augustine, and we're moving it to a new location at One News Place, which is where I believe the St. Augustine Record was located.
Stephanie highlights some of the immersive learning experiences.
Different anatomy labs, both wet and dry labs to facilitate kind of the dynamic learning.
And she says the teaching comes from a group of highly talented professionals. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
St. Augustine Police names its Officer of the Year.
Officer Jay Brown of the St. Augustine Police Department told me a little bit about his background. Law enforcement is in his blood.
I'm 33 years old. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. Growing up, my dad was Assistant Chief of Police of the city of Miami, and I followed in his footsteps. I decided to branch out, and St. Augustine showed major interest, and then they were very quick with hiring me.
His plans hadn't included staying here in St. Augustine forever.
Original plan was to come up here and do a couple of years and go back to Miami, but I kind of fell in love with St. Augustine.
I asked him what he loves about working here.
Here in St. Augustine, we all get along well. We actually go to calls together, us and the Sheriff's Office in St. Augustine Beach. The actual city of St. Augustine, they're so diverse. There's different zones, and each zone has its own feel to it.
And this spring, he was surprised with a very special honor.
Officer Kenny nominated me for Officer of the Year.
And he's worked hard to deserve that honor.
I'm on 3 specialty teams. Safe Track, which deals with people who have certain illnesses that make them wander out the house. The other one is Mobile Field Force. Our primary focus is riots and things like that. And I'm on the clandestine team. We handle meth labs and drug houses.
This is a big year for him. Officer of the Year Jay Brown is marrying Ashley, the love of his life, who serves as Director of Student Leadership at Flagler College. You could say this couple is quite invested in their hometown. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.